What's up, YouTube? Titans Tim here, going over this Titans-Patriots matchup. Of course, a huge Titans fan. If you love the content, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button down below, and of course, like the video, comment as well. Go Titans! But anyways, I'm going to go through the advantages and the disadvantages of playing New England, what I think is going to happen, and what I think we need to do, the Tennessee Titans, what we need to do in order to win this game. Now, long story short, I think Corey Davis and JONNU Smith, the X factors of the game. You don't believe me? Well, stick around and we'll talk about it. First of all, New England Patriots. At first glance, I said this is not good. When I saw Sunday night, it was going to be New England after the Titans beat the Texans. I said, oh no, this is not looking good. Here's why. Is because New England, coming off one of their worst losses, their worst defeats in their history probably, a chance to secure the number 2 seed, a bye, and home field in the divisional round, squashed completely, gone, because of the Miami Dolphins and Ryan Fitzpatrick pulling up a massive 17-point spread upset against New England. Here's what I thought right away. I said, oh no, and this could happen. New England could come out at home guns blazing, okay? Because they just lost to a pretty poor Miami Dolphins team. And you ever notice something with New England? When everyone says they're out, when everyone says this is it, it's Armageddon in New England, Tom Brady, it's over, Bill Belichick, the dynasty, it's all finished, what typically happens is New England always comes back stronger and better than ever, and that's what I'm afraid here. Now, do I think New England or Kansas City is the better team? I think Kansas City is a better team. I think I would much rather play in New England than that of Arrowhead. And a lot of people say, well, New England is a horrible place to play, and I agree. I think the referees would be one to watch as well. You know, we've seen this stuff online where the referees give a little preferential treatment, one could argue, to New England and Tom Brady, a.k.a. if you breathe on Tom Brady, it's a flag, it's 15 yards. But nonetheless, I think in terms of talent, the Tennessee Titans, we have much better talent than New England does. The difference here is that New England has experience. 30 players on the Tennessee Titans rosters have never played a playoff game. Okay? We do not have any experience with the postseason. The Patriots, the coaching, the players, all, and of course the head honcho, Belichick, Tom Brady, whether he's washed up or not, whether he's weaker or not, whether there's some sort of dysfunction in the organization or not, they have tons of experience. They don't lose at home. When was the last time they lost a playoff game at home? Was it 2014 against the Ravens, Joe Flacco? And what happened there? Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens got up to a big lead to silence the crowd early in the game, and it was insurmountable for the New England Patriots. That's the formula the Tennessee Titans have to take here. The Tennessee Titans, we have to get up to a big lead against this New England team, because if we don't, okay, if we fall down 14-0, this game is over. Because let's be honest, New England's offense, not scary. New England's defense, pretty darn good. Let's keep in mind, though, the defense, the first half of the year was historically good. Second half of the year, above average. Okay, nothing spectacular, but again, that first half was spectacular. So if you're the Tennessee Titans, you want to put up points early and make the offense of New England beat you, because the offense of New England is nowhere near what it was. Sonny Michel, not even a 100-yard game all season long. The guy who was deemed as the savior for them in the last postseason going into this season, the guy who they drafted over Nick Chubb, New England Patriots, nowhere near as efficient and effective as they thought he would be all season, okay? Tom Brady seems to have lost it. Without Gronkowski, that main weapon is gone. Julian Edelman, a shell of himself, possibly. Bum shoulder. Who knows? He's injured. Who do they have left? Adoree Jackson for the Tennessee Titans, coming back, one of their starting cornerbacks, someone that we actually can trust, especially when we're using, free agent quarterbacks as our starters. If that gets solidified, we have Kevin Byard in the backfield. We have a decent pass rush, but that's a problem as well. Overall, we go position for position here. Quarterback, Tannehill, Brady. Right now, you gotta go Tannehill. You gotta. I mean, the guy's put up a historic season, the highest quarterback rating, third highest in history for a guy that's only played 11 games. And again, you could say, well, it's only 11 games. 11 games is more than half a season, okay? Running back absolutely goes to Derrick Henry. No questions asked. Defense, you go to New England. So if you're Tennessee, get up early, okay, and shut the door. Make them beat you with their offense. If this game turns into 14-0 New England, good night. It is over. The defense will take over the game. Let's talk now about Corey Davis and JONNU Smith. I mentioned earlier in the video, these guys are the X Factors. Why? Why are these guys the X Factors? Well, Stephon Gilmore is going to be covering most likely A.J. Brown, the Titans' top receiver. And if you know New England likes to take away the top players of each team, shut them down, and make the other guys beat you. But for Tennessee, this works out to an advantage for us because guess what? We have a bunch of receivers that can do some damage. We don't have a Julio Jones. We don't have an A.J. Green. We don't have a Michael Thomas, where if you take him away, it's Armageddon on the team. Ryan Tannehill has been so great at distributing the ball evenly to all these kinds of receivers that, well, you could take A.J. Brown away. Well, there's Corey Davis. There's JONNU Smith. There's Tajaé Sharpe. Okay, and that's what the Titans have been so good doing. And in the fact that they are a very dangerous team in multi-dimensions. They can run the football. They can pass the football. You shut down Derrick Henry. Well, now you have a quarterback, an adept quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, that can do it. He's proven he can do it under pressure in big-time games. Okay? So now, and if you shut down the passing game, well, good luck stopping Derrick Henry. Even with a half-injured hamstring, he's still running the ball very, very effectively. #1 rusher in the league. Okay? So here's what I think New England's going to do. They're going to say, we're going to shut down Derrick Henry. We're going to shut down A.J. Brown. Well, that's fine. They could do that. And now comes Corey Davis. Now comes JONNU Smith. These other guys have to step up. And we've seen throughout the season, they have the potential and the ability to do so. And then if you double team A.J. Brown, if you stack the box for Derrick Henry, it opens up a lot of opportunity for a guy like Davis, for a guy like JONNU Smith, and it gives Tannehill a real chance to do some damage here, okay? Let's look at Corey Davis as well. He had some success against New England in the last matchup when the Titans beat them last year with a, honestly, less skilled team with Marcus Mariota. Davis went off for 130 yards, 6 or 7 catches, and a score against Stephon Gilmore. I don't think they're going to put Stephon Gilmore on Davis. I think they're going to put him on A.J. Brown. I think they're going to make Davis beat them. And I think if you're the Tennessee Titans, you have to make sure that that happens. I want that to happen. Everyone wants that to happen. The only issue, again, is it's in Foxborough. The calls will go New England's way. It's in Foxborough. Let's keep this in mind. The weather might not be great. Well, you might say, well, Tannehill, he's played in Miami for a large majority of his career. He's played in Houston the last 2 of 3 games in a dome. He's played in Tennessee, 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't necessarily that cold. You put the conditions, that's a factor. Tom Brady, no problem. Rain, snow, ice, 10 degrees, 0 degrees, whatever, it's fine. We don't know about Tannehill yet because he hasn't played in the postseason in the very cold weather. We don't know that. Here's the chance for Tannehill to show that he can do it. Again, if you're Tennessee, you want to get up early. The main concern for Tennessee as well is the kicking game. They do not have a kicking game. The kicker is a disaster right now. And that ultimately could be the downfall of this team as it goes forward. Even if they were to win this game, the kicker has to make kicks. And I don't know if we can do that. So that is a huge, huge downfall. But again, the good news is their offense, Titans' offense, is much better than New England's. You have to worry about New England coming back from a bad loss and proving the whole world wrong because they've done that a million times. They've had much worse teams than other teams. They've had much, much less skilled players and still have won Super Bowls. And this could be another part of that. When everyone thinks they're dead, they come back with vengeance. So just watch out for that too. It is dangerous. If you're Tennessee, you don't want turnovers. No turnovers for Tennessee. You want to score more than 17 points. Why? Well, because New England, when they allow over 17 points, 0-4 on the season. When New England allows 17 or less points, 12-0. They're 12-4 this season. Undefeated when they allow 17 or less, 0-4 with 17 or more. Very, very key statistic there. You want to try and keep the ball on the ground if you can. Again, I think they're going to stack the box. I don't think Derrick Henry has a big game. I really don't think, because they're going to shut down the biggest weapon, which is Derrick Henry, that the Titans have. So it's going to fall on these second, third string receivers to win the football game. If New England starts throwing interceptions, the Titans should feel good about this game. If New England doesn't turn the ball over and use their defense, it could be very dicey. This is a game where if the Titans want to win, they either have to get up early or they have to keep it close and have that last drive to go and win it. I think it will be a low-scoring game. I think both defenses will hold because, let's be honest, New England's offense isn't great. I think New England's defense is up to the challenge. And I think we're going to see a low-scoring ball game. Got to get over that 17-point hump for Tennessee. And we'll have to see what happens because right now, I'm excited. Mike Vrabel played with Bill Belichick. He has some familiarity there. He absolutely has to have an idea of how Belichick is going to devise a plan for this game. Now, whether he does that or not, I don't know. Whether Belichick kind of mixes it up because he knows Vrabel is intending to kind of use his tendencies against him, we'll have to see. But historically, anyone who's been under Bill Belichick in the New England system, whether it be a coach or a player, okay, has had much better success about New England and against New England. So that's something to watch out for, too. Till next time, Titans Tim signing out. Go Titans. What do you think? Comment below. Let's hope Tennessee wins this ball game and moves on to Baltimore. But not going to be easy, of course. And from then on, it is not getting any easier. But start with this game. Let's see if we can get this victory. No matter what, great season. We have a potential quarterback for the future. We have a running back for the future. The offense looks explosive. Defense, a couple extra pieces, and they're good to go for next year. So let's just hope we're not going to be talking about next year. We're talking about next week on the next edition of the show. Titans Tim signing out. What do you think? Go Titans, tighten up.